So my work is based in being a composer and a performance artist of performing music. It takes lots of different forms. This year it's been a lot of performances of music pieces. There's two major pieces that I completed when I was here. The opera, which is a one-man opera written for Nathan Krieger, around social media and telephones, and took the form of a 42-minute piece for singer, electronics, and video on stage. And so that was a major undertaking for me. So this section of the piece is me taking Nathan's voice and manipulating it in real time. And then it moves into one of the songs. This piece is a set of songs, and then live processing a set of songs in 3 acts like that. So the other thing that I do is work closely with other artists. So this year that's taken the form of doing Prince with the other fellow Terry Conrad, and Michael Sakamoto and I are developing a piece right now. So Prince, of which is a very large pile over here. So those prints, that is something that came up because I guess Terry and I were just talking about it, or talking about different things, and somehow that came up as an idea. Let's try it. And we take a resonating body, in this case a metal pan that's meant to catch oil from a car that's leaking oil into the driveway. But we don't use it for that. We take it and put some water in it and some methylcellulose to thicken the water, and then put ink on top. Underneath that we place a speaker, and that vibrates the pan, and we can find the resonance of the pan, and from finding the resonance we set up wave patterns on top of that, and those wave patterns then can be captured because there's ink there, and we grab those with the paper and take a snapshot. My conversations with Michael Sakamoto have led to a very different work. He has a piece that he's made before and hasn't quite finished, and so we're in the process right now of figuring out where that piece is going next. So it's very different for me to think about the experience of being a first-generation adopted Asian child in America, growing up in LA. That's not my past. So to try and articulate that through a piece is what we're trying to do, and that's his story, and I'm trying to help him tell that. And I'm looking at the opportunities for sound in that. And we share a lot of cultural references because we grew up in the same generation, but we come at it from really very different geographic and I guess personal background. So. There's been a lot of components that that resonate a lot. My friendship with the other fellows, Terry and Neil, is something that will continue for years to come, for sure. We are constantly sort of checking in on each other and pushing each other's buttons and each other's work forward, and so that is definitely something that will continue for a long time. The other, I guess, big thing is that running the laptop orchestra this year. It was the first time that I've set up an ensemble and done exclusively other people's music. I've run concert series and programmed people's music, but now I was not only programming their music, but also helping them finish the piece and then stage it and perform it. So that was that's kind of another step in sort of the curatorial process of the Interdisciplinary. So that was a big change, and I think that will kind of that energy, I feel that continuing forward.